Now, you see a lot of those, and probably ARES will handle a lot of those kind of messages during an emergency. Welfare is where you're asking, you know, is such and such a person okay? Where are they at? Do you know where they're at? That basic kind of thing is welfare. The condition of the party you're trying to find. You know, that's welfare traffic. Health and welfare. Some people call health and welfare the same thing. Well, welfare traffic. It is, and I better mention this while I'm at it too. Emergency. If you're trying to do it fast, you can just write E. You know, that'll be emergency. And priority is P. Most of the time, you want the whole word emergency in the precedence up here. Can you say how to spell it? Priority, they probably want to spell it out too, but you can't. Now in CW, the only one they spell completely is emergency. If you're doing CW, they'll use P in the precedence rather than spell out priority. And then, or they'll use a W for welfare. And you can do that in your message because a good message handler will know what that means. When there's a W in the precedence, that's a welfare message. And then the most used on a day-to-day basis are the routine messages. And you will see lots and lots and lots of those. And that just, they can be, you know, as long as they can deliver within 48 hours, that's okay. And then we'll, let's see. But the main thing to remember about, you know, the order of them, this absolutely takes precedence over the rest. HXA, which is, it authorizes you to be able to do a collect landline. Of course, there's not so much of that anymore because of, you know, these calling plans that everybody has that you can call. So there's not so much of that, but that does authorize you to make a collect call if you have to do it delivered that way. And the other end, the party, either the party that sent the message or the originating station will cover the cost. Okay? Alrighty, and it's also followed by a number. It'd be like HXA 100, for example. That means you're authorized to make a collect call within 100 miles of your location. Which is also followed by a number like 6. That means that this message, if it can't be handled or passed within 6 hours, cancel it and then service the originating station. In other words, send him a service message, and we will talk about service messages here a little bit later on. Okay, HXC, that's where you're going to be reporting the time and date back to the originating station by a service message. And again, we're going to be getting, but you know, if it says HXC, you will have to generate a service message back to the originating station telling him that you delivered it to that, whoever the addressee is, on, you know, January 21st at, well, we put it in Zulu time, which would be, what is it right now? 0053 is Union. Okay? Anyway, that's what an HXC. You report the originating to the originating station who you delivered it to, or who you relayed it to, so that he knows it is in movement. That's the main reason for it. You don't see very many of those. Or he might ask you from where it was received as well. You know, when it, in other words, when it ends up, let's say I send a message to you, they'll want you to send me a message back, not to the guy that origin. Yeah, right. Just tell me that, yeah, Larry Jones is the guy that gave me this message. Okay?
And I pass it on to Ken.
Yeah.
To deliver to him.
Yeah. And kind of a long way about Robin's part or whatever you say.
Right.
Okay. Then the HXC, you see these once in a while these days. Probably see those in a lot of emergency situations where they're asking whoever the party delivered to, whoever was the addressee, to originate them a message back. You know, to send them a reply, in other words. I want to hear a reply from Darren. How you doing, Darren? So you have to send me, I'm doing okay. That's what the HXC is. And you see those are quite numerous in emergency times, especially, and they're usually associated with welfare traffic too. You know, the President's W, HXC, so they want some kind of reply back from that party. Okay? And here's another one you'll see a great number of, is the HXF. And we usually, you know, we usually don't say HX, we say handling instructions F, or Foxtrot, really. This is one of the places in the heading where it's okay to use phonetics. Normally we don't want to use phonetics anywhere along here because they take too long to do. But it's okay to use like handling instructions, Foxtrot. But you don't even you're not even actually supposed to say the handling instructions. It's not necessary. You know, message follows. Okay, it's going to be sent in number, precedence, handling instructions, station of origin. You should already know the procedure. You should already know the procedure, so you really shouldn't have to use. You hear it done a lot, but it's really, really, really not 100%. Want it delivered on that date, or it might be 16. Usually these are birthday messages, anniversary messages, stuff like that.
So if you receive that month, the 16 would be on the 16th.
Yeah. You don't bother with the fact that if you have it, whether it has December, if it's received in the month of December, you know, they're talking about December 16th. Once in a while, you'll see January maybe.
Because it was taken at the very end of the
prior month or something. They're trying to get it right, but not usually. Usually, no, if it was sent within the first 15 days, it'll just be the number itself.